Hi everybody and welcome back to Nellie Ruth Designs. Today we're going to finish up my Etsy shop share Paper Mountain Crafts and the items that I recently purchased from Mara at her Etsy shop. So I just want you to take note of this: Paper Mountain Crafts, Etsy shop share. I love Mara's items. She's new to Etsy and she's really trying hard to make her shop a go. It is my daughter-in-law. I'm very proud of her, so I'm doing everything I can to help her out here with what she has. So in part one, I showed you the current wrapping paper that she has in her shop. She has quite a bit of it, but she has this one beautiful wrapping paper with the birds on it. And we made these fun jeweler pockets, envelopes, jeweler envelopes. And I made these for my journal and I just love them. So if you haven't seen this video, go back, watch it. These are really fun to make, and check out her shop because this may have been sold by the time you see this, because I did post it on Instagram. But she has a lot of fun things in her shop for you to use to create beautiful ephemera for your junk journals. So I'm going to set those aside. That was a biggie to get out. I've been recording all day, so I'm a little slap happy, and I'm going to try to get this in. I'm going to work in my blue and white journal. The other item that I bought from her is her cloth bundles, a set of her cloth bundle scraps. She has blue, she has green, and she has, this is the glue from the last video that I worked on. She has some really pretty fabric scrap bundles in her shop, and they are wrapped with some really pretty cloth and vintage lace, such as this. And you can do so much with these bundles to create. So I wanted to show you again. I have cut some of these down. I have already sewn some up. I will show you what I've done. But if you don't think you can use small scraps, think again, because there are a lot of things that you can do with them. This obviously I cut down. This is a piece here. This was a nice size piece. I cut this down. I'm going to make a material pocket, double pocket for my blue and white journal. This piece I cut down. This was a nice size. She does have very nice sizes that she has wrapped around a 4-inch vintage style clothespin. This, again, this was a really nice size piece, this blue. That was a nice chunk. And I cut it down to fit my book. We have a piece such as this. And then we had a nice piece of this I cut down, and I made a ruffle out of this. And I wanted to show you how I did this. And then I made a couple other ruffles for my book. So before we get into sewing this pocket, again, check out Mara's shop. It's Paper Mountain Crafts. And these are really nice fabric bundles. And there's just so many things you can do with them. So I'm going to grab my journal here. And I am almost done with it. I can almost start writing in it, which I'm very excited about. And I did have a little, threw a couple things in here that I had already created, and I want to sew on here to show you. Oh, this here this was a very long strip. I actually made 2 of these ruffles, and This page obviously is not complete. I'm working at it a little bit at a time, but I thought this would be really pretty I created this ruffle, and I'm going to adhere this ruffle right at the base of this pocket here. So I wanted to show you, again, this was a nice long scrap that came out of that bundle there. I'm going to do it on this side. So I wanted to show you how you can make these ruffles for your books. That down just a little bit there. But I think that's really pretty. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this bottom part blank here. So then that way, when I am journaling, if I have a photo I want to put in here, I can put a little photo. I could put a quote. I could put a movie ticket. I could put a concert ticket. I'm going to leave this spot blank right there. So here's a ruffle that I made from Mars Scraps. And that was about the same size. It was very long because I got 2 of them out of there, but it was about the same size as this one here. And then if we come over here, let's see, where is, oh, this here. This is the other end of it that I made. And this I have been wanting to do and take care of this pocket. It's not really a pocket. I don't really want to make it a pocket. I just want to have it a flip out here. So I can put something on this end. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, because I wanted to put this on here, and I found this really cute little confidential tag or ticket or label. I guess it's a label. And I just thought it'd be cute because if you open it up, it is kind of confidential. So I'm going to adhere my stitching that I did on here. Right up about here. And I've run out of stitching, embroidery, so I'm going to sit and I can work on some more of that for my journals. And the ones that I did were mostly blue. For this journal here, had a blue theme, so I may do different. Isn't that cute? I may do another little, just a little different theme color. And then this here, again, this is from the bundle that I purchased from Mara, and that is going to go right on the end here. And I think that's just going to go on just perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the glue here because I want to be able to take this flap and open it. And I do hope that I will be able to, I'm just looking to see which side I'd like to. I guess it doesn't really make a difference, does it? To this side here. To open it. Maybe I will end up making a little pocket, gluing the back down and making a pocket, because I really won't be able to open it, will I? Once I get this on here. And then I have this really pretty blue floral. I can't tell you. It's a digital download, but I can't tell you where I bought it because I don't remember. The only ones I really remember now are Sharon's at Mad Paper Crush because I'm on her design team. And really, those are the only ones I really remember because I use them all the time for the design team projects each month. And this is a collage. This is from a collage masterboard that I made. I'm just starting to cut them up. I'm just starting to cut them up and use them. And I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac on this because this is going to be overlapping the ruffle. I like that. I think that's really pretty. This side here, I am going to leave. I'm going to use this as a journaling, a little journaling. And I guess I can still open this somewhat. I'll let this dry and I'll be able to hinge this. So obviously my laugh, I will move that just a little tiny, just a smidgen. Move that over and I can still open that up. So I think I will put a little dab of glue right here. I didn't want to glue that down till I got my buttons on. So then that will not keep flapping back and forth. So that is done. And I think that is it. I'm going to work on this pocket now. So I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to let these dry. And my book is getting thick. So I think I'm about done. I think this is going to be really the last item that I'm going to do and put in because, like I said, it's getting thick and I don't want it to be super bulky. So this was one of the pieces and I did, I have a tag. I'm not going to make it today, but this tag here is going to be going into this pocket, okay? And then this ruffle is going to go, well, it may not go on top of this. I may end up using this somewhere else, but I'm going to make this tag and I'm going to use this on the top, okay? This will be in another video when I do some tags. But I just wanted to show you that you don't have to do the fold ruffle. You can do a basting stitch like I did here, and you can just pull your thread and you can make whatever size. I'm still going to call it a ruffle, but you can make whatever size you want to. You can make a real tight one. You can gather it right up. Make a tight one like this and use it, you know, on a small area. You could put this in a corner. You could really gather it. Or you can open it up. You could have this wrap around the back side. There's so many things that you can do, and you can make a really tight corner. I'm going to have mine, you could have it come up a little bit and make it round like that, which actually looks pretty cool. You can make a corner pleat, and then you can leave these open. You could glue this down, tack it down. You could sew it, which I really kind of like that. I think that's really funky looking. So there's a lot of things that you can do with these scraps. So don't be afraid to purchase scraps, a bundle of scraps, because let your imagination go wild. So I cut this down to fit my page, and I want to make a cloth. I want to make a really pretty cloth pocket. So this is all part of the bundle. And then this one here, I'm going to sew all of this. This one here will hang over the edge, and then I will fold this over to make a nice secure bottom. And then I should pin this because this is all going to be sewn. So, and that's the other thing. When Mara put these bundles together, everything coordinates. Everything can be used together. Now, I have a lot of bundles of laces that I've bought during the past year. And I have some really pretty laces. And again, these are just bits and pieces that I have bought from Gales. And I like bits and pieces other than large sheets or whatever, because I'm not overwhelmed by it, and it's easy to snip and cut and use. I cut a lot of these out. I actually used one of these on the front of my journal. So there's so many ways that you can use these little pieces. So this one here was a nice little piece, and what I did was I cut, and this was another one. So I cut these up. This here I took off of the end. All right. This I want to have. I'm going to run this across here. I want this to be really feminine and pretty. This one here, I cut from this piece. I'm sorry. I cut from this piece here, and I just kind of did a free form and cut it out however I thought would be nice. And again, it doesn't matter which side, I guess, whatever. I'm going to have that on the bottom. So this is going to be a little pocket. This is going to be a pocket. And then up here, I'm going to put this on. I think this is adorable. And I think it just looks almost like a little awning. Something you'd see on a house. And I really like this. I think this is going to be a really pretty pocket for a tag. So I'm going to cut this down here. And then if I can, okay, I always like to leave a little so I have a little extra to play with. I am going to, I've never sewn live before. Well, I'm not live, but I've never sewn in front of anybody. I don't know. I can't bring my sewing machine over just the way my desk is configured. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause, and I'm going to go sew this, and then I will show you the pockets and how I decided to do it when I come back. Well, I'm back, and I think this came out really cute. I think it's just so feminine and so cute. I'm just going to trim this a little bit right here. So let me tell you how I sewed this. It was actually very easy. The first thing I did was I took this because you have to work with this before you're working with this lower pocket. I took this piece of material and I stitched on the piece of lace here. Then I went ahead and just placed it on here. I took this piece of material, put it on, turned it over, and then I just did a zigzag stitch down. Obviously, I attached this lace, did a zigzag stitch down, went across, and went back up. All right. Reinforced it with my front and back stitch. Then up here, I went and I just stitched along the top of this. Well, when I showed you folks how you could use this as a corner pocket, I thought, oh my goodness, I just think that would be really cute on here. So I went ahead and I cut the top down a little bit, and I just did a straight stitch. You can see right here, I just did a straight stitch across the corner. And then I went back and I grabbed this piece that I have, and I cut a few of these little flowers out. I took a side one and I put a side one right here and one down here. And then I added two, because this to me just reminded me of a little, like a tube top dress before these were on. And I just thought this would be really cute if I added a couple of the little flowers up on top here. But I think that came out so cute. So we have, and of course, I just had it in my hand. Oh, I'm losing it. I've done too much today. Too many videos, too many videos. So see, this will fit nicely as a little pocket. You can even have that draped over. So I'm just going to trim the corners of this, and I don't even know if I'm going to, I may not, I probably will put something on this here. And then I'll take another little tag. I have a little tag here. Not that I'm going to use that one, but we can have a tag. I'll make a tag for down in there. So let's get this in the book, and then I can work on a tag, because I think time is pretty good. Oh, I put that there. I was originally going to put it here. I think that's, but I also have, let me see, did I leave? I saw another spot where I thought I might really like it. Because I do like this page here. You just take a really quick peek. I don't want to do it. This I like to write on because of the lines. I'm not going to do it there. That's writing. This I could use for a pretty photo. I could put a photo there. I could put a photo there. This might be kind of fun to have it on here. Maybe I'll put it here on this one. I think that might be fun to put on there. So I'm going to, and then I'll use this as a writing spot. So I think I will put that, and I'm going to put that right towards the edge. So, all right, so let me get my glue. Just make sure I do want to put that there. Yeah. I'll put that there. I like those other, a photo would be pretty on there, on some of those other pages. So I'm going to start, I want my book to catch the light. And I could very easily use some of my really heavy double-sided tape to adhere this, but I think I'm going to use the glue, because that way if I have to reposition it, it will be able to move around a little bit better. Now, if you have a hot glue gun, you could also use a hot glue gun. You just want to be really careful, especially if you have to pick it up, which I'm going to have to do here. And I'm going to put this right about here towards the edge a little bit. And there you have it. You have a nice cloth. I think that's so cute. You have a nice cloth pocket. Actually, a double pocket. Isn't that pretty? I think that's really pretty. Something I would never have thought of doing. And I knew that I wanted to use some of those. I wanted to pick a really pretty bundle from Mara's shop. And once I got them and started looking at them, I thought, wow, a pocket would be really, really cute in there. So let's make a little tag or a little journaling card. I don't really want a tag. I want a journaling card. So let's set that aside. We'll let that dry. And let's make a... Now, the last time I did this, I don't have a lot of luck when I go to flip my... But I guess I'm learning. I guess this is how you do it, right? We'll see. There we go. That's how you do it. All right, so I did make that into a tag style, but that's okay. I'm going to back that with some scrap that I'll be able to write on. Now, let's see, that's not wide enough. Let's see what I got here. I have a whole... That's too short. I don't want anything that dark. Oh, that'll do. That would be good. That would be perfect. So, what would we do if we didn't have all of these scraps, huh? What would we do? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my tape runner for this. And this is what I use when I do my scrapbooking pages for my photos, because it's just much quicker. Let's bring this down here. All right, and now I can cut around this. Probably should have really washed my hands. They're just full of glue from making the jeweler envelopes. And I will not be putting a ribbon at the top of this because I don't want it fighting against all of the really pretty lace that I have going on that page. All right, and we can decorate the front of this. Let's see what I've got here. Let us see what I have in my little magic box. Let's see. A lot of these items are from your creative studio. And I haven't used a lot of them yet. Some I have, some I haven't. Let's see everything we have here. It's just plain paper. We've got some little tags here. We've got some red. We have some red in here. Let's see. I think I'm going to have to take this. I'm going to have to take this out so I can really get to these, because I don't like the way these I don't like the way the top ones tear out at all. So I'm going to have to take a screwdriver and get that out of there. But maybe we can do a little, just a little something here. Let's see what we can do. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's been a long day. This is my last video. I feel like I'm getting a little burned out. That I could use for a date if I journal on the back of the, ooh, confession. If I journal on the back of the card, I could put a date on there. So I could use that. Let's see what's in here. Let's see what's in here. Oh, these are cute. I like the, I may want to trim a little bit off of the bottom. This is a little bit later. May want to trim a little bit off of the bottom so that comes down below the, it comes down below the lace there. Going back to my flowers here, I'd like to add some flowers. And then after this, we're headed to dinner. So I need to go and get cleaned up for that. It's pretty. I think I need something a little bit bolder and louder to show up against this here. That's pretty. Oh, I like that. And then I could put a ticket or something on the bottom here. Let me set these aside. And then I could put maybe something like that. That's pretty. That is pretty, pretty. And I could still put a date on there. It's not overdoing it. I like that. So now I just have to think and consider how I want. All right, so let's just. So this we can put, I just want to see if I'm going to be overlapping. I think I had it like that, correct? I think I had, did I have it like that? And then I had this like that. Yep, okay. All right, so I can just go ahead and put this down. Oh, golly gosh. I don't like to, I'm going to have to get a stainless steel pin because every time I put a pin in here, it rusts. And then I have rusty color glue. Not that that matters, but so if I have this tucked under this leaf, that means I am going to have to get this attached before I put the whole flower down. These are little stinkers to pull apart here. These are little stinkers. All right, you funny little sticker, you. I feel it. It's like trying to get a sliver out of your finger or your foot. You can feel it. You just can't get a hold of it. All right, come on. Glad this part's going to be covered up because it's kind of getting mangled. I know it's a sticker. I'm positive it's a sticker. Oh, golly gosh. It's right there. It is right there. Well, ta-da! Wow. Patience, 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 patience. So now I'm going to place that right there. Peel that off. And say a prayer. So I think this will be good right here. There, that's pretty. And then I can come along here and get this glued. I can get that glued down. That's pretty. And then I'm going to glue a little bit here because that's from my Yoo-hoo. Or I cut it, that it didn't. There, I think that's very pretty. I think that's just a nice little touch. And I'd like to put something up here. Again, I may cut this down just a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to cut this down on the bottom a tad. And we'll see about the top. Maybe I'll cut the top a little as well. I'd like it to flap a little bit. I'd like to have that come down just a little bit. I think that'll be good. And that'll just flap right over there. All right, so that's a really pretty, that's a pretty journaling card. So we have that, and then maybe I will take, I think I'll take this. kind of like it like that. And put this right on the top. And I don't really, let's see. If there's anything else, I think that would be cute, just running across the top there. So I'm going to cut that. And if it's a go, it'll work. If not, well, but I think this will be cute. Just across the top there. Yeah, I like that. That just adds a little something something to the top. And then I can just take my scissors and cut just that little tiny bit off there. There. I think that's a pretty little journaling card. Nice. All right, so we'll stick that in here. And then real quick, we can make, I'm going to use this, and we can make a little one for here. And we'll just, again, I'm just going to make a little snippet. And then we'll be good. So I'm going to stick that. So I would say 2 inches. I don't want it to be any taller than 2 inches. So I think that'll work out good. And I think we'll go on this side right here. Let's see if this is going to work. Yep, that's perfect. Put that in there. And I think I will just, what are we going to do with this? Something quick and easy. How about if we just use a couple little, oh, we can just use a couple little cute tags here. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? We have that. Let's see, what else do we have? We have that. That's fun. And then maybe, what else? Something a little. That. Or I could, it'd be pretty to use another little, we could use another little flower. Let's see, where did those little flowers go? I think there's some little tiny ones in here. Small little ones that I could something like that. That would be pretty. Like that. I like that. It's a little too tall. I think I like that. And then I can find, how about if I have a little tiny something in here with a number or a Let's do something like that. Let's get this down here. Let's see. Silly me. Silly me. And if you remember, if you like this little ephemera book, go back and I have a video on how to make these. They're made out of coasters. And also in my Etsy shop, I've got the kit. You don't get the ephemera, although everybody wants the ephemera in there. I should make some of these up. If you'd like me to make some of these up and then fill it with this ephemera, let me know. I wouldn't mind making them. I just thought people might like to make the kits on there, or, you know, buy a kit and then fill it with their own ephemera. But I could be wrong. All right, so we are going to put this pretty little piece right here. And then we are going to take this one and I'm going to leave that off. I don't think we need it. I will trim these corners a little bit. I think I'll do it on all the sides, just to soften it a little bit. And there I have another cute little, I have to back this. Actually I don't, because it's white, it's my journal. I can do whatever I want. I don't need to back it because it's white. And I will have plenty of writing space on it. So isn't that a cute little, that's a cute little journaling card there. And that, my friends, that is going to fit right down inside of here. So there you have it. So this is what you can do when you purchase a bundle of fabric scraps over at Paper Mountain Crafts from Mara. So I have a beautiful little journaling card, 2 of them here. And I love it. I'm actually going to be making more of these for my book because I just think these are wonderful, these cloth pockets. So there you have it. You can make from there, you can make your cloth pockets, you can make your ruffles, your sewn ruffles like this. And yeah, you can do a lot with those scraps. Just think of them as paper scraps. So I'm really, really loving this whole page. So thanks everybody for joining in. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe and you'll get notices when I have new videos out. And I just appreciate everybody for your support and your love. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you in my next video. Alrighty, bye-bye.